Dallas was a Western soap opera that ran from April 2, 1978 to May 3, 1991. It followed the oil baron family, the Ewings. It spawned reboots, TV films, and a 14-season spinoff called Knots Landing. Keep watching to learn about the Dallas cast then and now. Larry Hagman. Larry was the successful lead of another show, I Dream of Jeannie, appearing in 139 episodes. Then in 1978, he was offered two roles, Joe Namath in The Waverly Wonders or JR in Dallas. His wife helped him make the right decision. He was one of the only cast members to appear in all 357 episodes of Dallas, stealing the lead from Victoria Principal. His most famous arc was the 8-episode-long Who Shot JR mystery. It was so popular it helped him negotiate for higher pay, and he also earned 4 Golden Globe and 2 Primetime Emmy nominations for his work on the show. After 13 years, he appeared in Primary Colors and the TV movie Dallas, JR Returns and Dallas, War of the Ewings. He took a break from acting until 2006 when he reappeared in 5 eps of Nip Tuck. His final acting roles were a 2-episode arc on Desperate Housewives in 2011 and the 2012 revival of Dallas. He was diagnosed with cirrhosis of the liver from his heavy drinking. He underwent a transplant after a malignant tumor was found in his liver in 1995. He also suffered from throat cancer. Hagman died at age 81, November 23, 2012, at a hospital from complications of cancer. Ken Kercheval. Ken's breakout role was in 1973's 7-Ups. He played Ray Krebs before being perfectly cast as Cliff Barnes, JR's nemesis. Ken collected over 63 starring roles in all. After Dallas ended, he appeared in I Still Dream of Jeannie, Murder, She Wrote, The Golden Palace, Walker, Texas Ranger, and more. He also showed up for 2 of the Dallas spin-off films, Dallas, JR Returns, and Dallas, War of the Ewings. He also had 14 episodes on the Dallas reboot series. His final role was Surviving LA in 2020. Ken was diagnosed with lung cancer after heavy smoking and had to have part of his lung removed in 1994. He was diagnosed with pneumonia in 2019 and died in April of that year at age 83. Barbara Bel Geddes. Barbara started her career in the 40s on Broadway. She won awards and got her film debut in 1947's The Long Night. Her next role, Mama I Remember, earned her an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress. Her name appeared in the infamous Hollywood Blacklist in 1951, but she moved to the stage and small screen. She appeared in Alfred Hitchcock Presents and the director's famous film Vertigo. She was inducted into the American Theater Hall of Fame in 1993 after appearing in 15 plays. Barbara was the first star to sign on to Dallas as Miss Ellie. It was her final role, and she only took it because she was desperate for money after her husband's death 6 years before. Barbara had to sit out the end of the 6th season due to quadruple bypass surgery. Donna Reed replaced her until she returned. Barbara retired in 1990 and found a home in Maine. She spent her final years making art and writing children's books. She died of lung cancer at age 82 in 2005. Patrick Duffy. Patrick Duffy's life began with tragedy. His parents were murdered in their tavern in Montana by 2 19-year-old men they had kicked out earlier. Patrick went after his dreams anyway and graduated from the University of Washington in 1971 with a drama degree. He ruptured his vocal cords his senior year, but he still landed the lead in Man from Atlantis. He then joined the cast of Dallas as Bobby Ewing. His character was killed off, but then reappeared a year later in an infamous shower scene where it was all revealed to be a dream. When Dallas ended, he looked for work where he could find it. One of the first projects was the sitcom Step by Step. He acted in and directed many episodes from 1991 to 1998. He also appeared in shows like Family Guy and Reba and the film You Again. He joined the soap opera The Bold and the Beautiful as Stephen Logan for 151 episodes from 2006 to 2012 and reappeared for the Dallas reboot from 2012 to 2014. Linda Gray. Linda Gray had appeared in over 400 commercials, but Sue Ellen Ewing was her breakout role. She describes the family's matriarch as the original Desperate Housewife. She was briefly fired after asking for a pay raise, but when Larry Hagman threatened to leave, they let her come back. After Dallas ended, she starred in a few films before getting the lead in the show Models, Inc. in 1994. It lasted a season and went off the air. She returned for the 2 Dallas reunion films and the reboot from 2012 to 2014. She also got 6 episodes on The Bold and the Beautiful and roles in projects like 90210, Hidden Moon, and the Hallmark film Perfect Match. She was also a stage performer, playing Mrs. Robinson on the West End run of The Graduate. Her latest on-screen appearances were films like Granddaddy Daycare and Intuitions. She's 82 and lives in California with her children and 2 grandsons. She's also promoting her memoir, The Road to Happiness is Always Under Construction. Steve Kanaly. Steve Kanaly was a multitasking and multi-talented actor. While he played Ray Krebs, he also appeared on other shows like Fantasy Island, The Love Boat, and The Twilight Zone. He appeared in films like Driving Me Crazy and Double Trouble, and got a role in the show Okavango, The Wild Frontier. It only lasted 2 seasons, but he also had a 10-episode arc on All My Children. He acted in independent films before playing Ray again in Dallas: War of the Ewings. His final acting role was on an episode of the show Divanity in 2014. He retired at 76 and has been living on a ranch in California with his family since then. He's also a respected watercolor artist. Howard Keel. Howard Keel was already a star who appeared in musicals on stage and screen by the time he signed on to play Clayton Farlow on Dallas. His success started to dip at the time, and the role was just the boost he needed. He appeared on other shows such as Murder, She Wrote, Heart to Heart, and My Father's House. He even released his debut album at age 64 in 1984 and followed it up with 2 more. He was diagnosed with colon cancer in 2004 and sadly died 6 weeks later on November 7th. Victoria Principal. Victoria was working as an agent and intended to go to law school, but then she saw the script for Dallas. The role of Pamela Barnes Ewing was too great to pass up, and it earned her a Golden Globe nomination. The business-minded woman also created Victoria Principal Productions in 1987. She produced and starred in 6 films through it. She also has a line of skincare and has written 3 books about beauty and skincare. She's 72 and focused on promoting her products and books. Her charity, the Victoria Principal Foundation for Thoughtful Existence, has donated $200,000 to clean the Gulf Coast oil spill in 2010, gave funds to the victims of the Southern California wildfires in 2017, and sent fleets of boats to rescue animals after Hurricane Harvey. Charlene Tinton. Charlene Tinton was one of the many Dallas cast members who can call it their breakout role. She was one of the most popular stars, earning $50,000 per episode, appearing on 500 magazine covers and drawing in 65 million viewers during her wedding episode. Her success in Dallas led to plenty of other projects. That included westerns like Border Shootout, comedies like Problem Child 2, and a guest spot on Married with Children. She's appeared in several Lifetime and Hallmark movies as well. Her most recent roles were in 2021's A Unicorn for Christmas and 2023's Heaven Sent. Now it's time to hear from you. Who was your favorite cast member from Dallas? Let us know in the comments section below.